Sometimes, when we feel like spending a lot of time in bed or not doing much, it might not just be laziness. It could actually be something called burnout. Burnout happens when we feel really tired, both emotionally and physically, because we've been dealing with too much stress that we can't handle. Studies have shown that a lot of people in the United States have experienced burnout, and it's important to understand its signs. Here are 6 things to look out for that might show it's not laziness, but burnout you're dealing with. Number 1, you feel disconnected from everything. If you're going through the motions every day, almost like you're on autopilot and feeling detached from yourself, it might be a sign of burnout. One thing you might not realize you're experiencing is depersonalization. This feeling often shows up in people dealing with trauma. It's like feeling emotionally numb or empty, as if you're watching life from the outside. You might not feel like yourself. Nothing seems engaging, and it can bring a sense of helplessness. Recognizing this can be a step toward regaining control. Number 2, you used to be motivated. Laziness is often seen as a lasting part of someone's personality. It's like a trait that sticks around. Lazy folks usually avoid making efforts or diving into tasks. But if you've usually been driven and successful, especially in certain areas, and suddenly you're feeling tired, uninterested, and lacking motivation, it might not be laziness after all. Instead, it could be a case of burnout, which is different from what most people usually think. Number 3, you used to be passionate. One way to tell the difference between burnout and laziness is by looking at what you used to love doing. If you used to be passionate about something, like a hobby, a skill, or your work, but now you're finding it hard to enjoy or feel interested in it, that could be a sign of burnout. Burnout can make things you once loved feel like a struggle, or even make you resent them because you pushed yourself too hard. It's tough. Number 4, you've become moody and irritable. Are you feeling more easily irritated or finding it hard to control your emotions lately? It could be a sign of burnout. Moodiness and irritability are often overlooked signs of burnout. If you're having trouble managing your emotions, especially when it wasn't a usual thing for you, burnout might be at play. Unlike lazy folks who tend to stay relaxed and unfazed, burnout can make emotions harder to handle. Number 5, you've neglected your self-care. One of the toughest signs of burnout is when you start neglecting yourself and pulling away from others. Changes in eating or sleeping habits, not bothering much about grooming, and preferring solitude due to feeling tired easily can all point to burnout. The big difference from laziness is that this isn't how you've always been. And number 6, these changes happened gradually. Understanding burnout is crucial because it doesn't happen all at once. It develops over stages. The signs we talked about, losing interest in things we loved, feeling disconnected, withdrawing socially, and neglecting self-care, don't just pop up suddenly. Studies reveal 5 stages of burnout. Starting from stress to chronic stress, burnout, and habitual burnout, symptoms might show up as early as the 2nd phase, where there's still stress, but a decline in optimism and performance. As it progresses to the final stage, burnout becomes deeply rooted, leading to intense fatigue and increased vulnerability to conditions like depression and anxiety. Recognizing burnout early on is key to getting the support needed for recovery. If you or someone you know might be going through mental or emotional burnout, reaching out to a mental health professional is a great step. If you found this video helpful, show support by liking it, sharing your thoughts in the comments, and passing it along to others facing burnout. Don't miss out. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more helpful content. Thank you for watching, and take care.